What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing fantastic there. I'm just going to pull up the live stream here so I can see if any comments come in. Hope you guys are doing amazing. It's Monday as I'm recording this. I'm going to jump right into it because I have a call here in a few minutes. But let me make sure we're good here and share. Cool. So wanted to talk about something that's really, really important and just something that most accounting business owners, just in my experience, and most service business owners in general, aren't doing. So there's a good bit I want to cover on this, but I'm excited. But if you're watching this and you have let me make sure I'm okay. Make sure that if you're an accounting business owner and you've got that established client base, you've got tons of work. I know as I'm recording this, it's November. I know we've for a lot of you guys, we've probably hit a bit of a downtime or a little bit slower than it was in October. I know there's probably some 990 folks out there, nonprofits coming through, and so I know that on the client work side, things have probably calmed down a little bit for most of you. But if through the year, have you really felt overloaded in terms of all the work on your plate, what you're responsible for getting out, really feeling like really feeling like you're at capacity and can't continue to grow and scale your business? Are you finding it difficult in that aspect? Um, are you feeling just where have you felt exhausted this busy season because of the client work? And I'm also going to mention boundaries here too. Have you had clients that are reaching out to you at all hours of the night, or team members that are reaching out to you at all hours of the night, and that's been draining this year? Have you felt like you've hit maybe a plateau in your business and in your accounting business, and how much more you can grow, or even if you want to continue growing it? Um, if that's you, if any of those points hit, that's who I'm talking to when I was in this video. Okay. So the main core concept here that I want to talk about, that most owners I don't think are doing enough of, and that if you can master this and get really good at it, you can excel and grow extremely fast. And that is the power of focus. Okay. So it's important to know, what specifically to focus on. So let me mute this. Okay. So, okay. So, if you guys have any questions as I go through this too, drop a comment, and I'm here for you. I'll answer. I'll follow up and answer you. But our success, guys, is not just dictated on what we do once generally. It's dictated by our habits and rituals in business. So let's take weight loss. Say you want to go out, you have a goal that you want to lose 20 pounds. That the way to do that isn't through going out and running a marathon and going on a 1 week fast, ideally, right? Sustainably keeping that weight off is going to come from sustained diet, sustained nutrition, and exercise. And sure, that could include cheat days and days off from the gym, but it's really about the habits and the consistent changes that you make, and that's going to dictate your success. Okay, and what you focus on in terms of the actions that you take. It's the exact same in business. So it really comes down to what are you doing consistently in your business to move forward, and then what are you saying no to consistently to continue to move the business forward. And really, we tend to think, because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, there's infinite things that we can be working on at any one time, right? We could be working on our website or a logo, or working on a client project, or bringing in a certain bringing in more clients in a certain way. And then there's a million different ways to do lead generation, and so there's so many different things that we can focus on that it can be extremely overwhelming. But it's really about a few consistent actions, a few consistent inputs that are going to lead to massive results. And that I want to highlight Parkinson's law here too, right? Where 20% of what you do on a daily basis is going to generate 80% of your results toward your business goals. So really identifying what are those key components that are going to lead to the big needle moving, like big needle moving success for you. Okay. Focusing on these actions, it's never been harder. It's never been harder to do this. And I see this when I sit down with accounting business owners and just have conversations about what they're working on. I have when I have conversations with current clients, I see these things come up. It really, there's never been so much distraction. We've got social media feeds everywhere, right? You're on one right now looking at this, right? But we have Facebook and Instagram and Threads and Reels and TikToks and just all these things that are really designed to just to distract us. Yes, they can be helpful. Yes, they can provide value. Yes, they can educate you, but they can also cause overwhelm, procrastination, etc. You also have, cell phone notifications, calls and emails coming in from clients that can distract you from what needs to get done. I'm sure that you guys watching this resonate with some of these things where you're working hard on a project or something that you want to get done and you get interrupted by team calls, emails, client communication, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. And with, I think, the rise of social media too, there's and just the digital economy and the digital era and overall, there's really unlimited new opportunities for us to choose from to focus on and to grow. So, you can watch what we're talking about here and talking about focus. And then the next video, the next thing that you watch may be around, let's see, adding a certain software suite to your business, right? And then you're thinking, okay, then it's like, let's implement that package, or like, let's focus on doing that without really thinking big picture about what makes the most sense to move your business forward. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what to focus on, how to focus. And I have a few quick notes on that. Okay. I haven't done some live streams here in a little bit on my personal profile. I'm going to do a similar one in the Facebook group as well. So if you guys aren't in that yet, definitely jump in. It's Marketing Success for Accountants and Bookkeepers. So you guys can search it, join. We'd love to see you in there. I'm going to be doing more live streams, but if you guys don't know who I am, because I haven't done a live stream in a while, I'm Charlie Price. I'm a CPA, have been working with accounting business owners for 5 years now, and have been in the industry for over 15 at this point. And we really focus on helping accounting businesses to add premium price services, 3x to 10x their pricing, by adding new service suites, and grow and scale their business that way. Okay, so let's jump into the keys to improving focus. So the first thing we need to know is understand and identify what's important, what needs to be focused on. So we want to start with the end in mind here. Okay, so what are the goals that you have for your business and your life overall? What is the vision that you have for your goals in your life? And you really want to be specific here. Like, if you just saying, I want to make more money isn't specific enough, right? Because you can go down, there's a lot of ways to make another $10, right? And that might be a different solution if you want to grow to a multi 7-figure business, right? So that the actions can be much different depending on what your vision ultimately is. Okay, so journal and bullet point out from a financial perspective and also from a flexibility standpoint, flexibility standpoint, like what is important to you? What do you want out of your accounting business? What do you want out of your life? And get specific about it. And then also journal on why is this important to you? What will that allow you to do when you achieve that? Hitting a certain revenue or profit standpoint, what is that going to allow you to do big picture? Okay, this is going to keep you motivated when you have activities, projects, hires, things come up that maybe don't go the way that you want, or there are things that you don't want to do so much. Okay, so that's number one. And then once you're clear on that picture, then it's okay, what are the key activities? What are the key projects? What are the key hires if needed that are necessary that we need to prioritize in order to make that happen. Okay. And, I think I don't see enough of this strategic planning I don't think, because of how many clients, because of having a big client base, because of being so in the weeds of the day-to-day operations of a service-based business, accounting, tax, CFO, there's really not a lot of time that's prioritized into on the business activities. And there's not a lot of attention on what specific activities, projects, and hires to focus on. So really important to set aside time to do this. Okay. And, now that we're starting to slow down a little bit, I think most of you guys are a little bit. Let me know if I'm way off on that, but it's a great time to start this habit and to start thinking strategically before jumping into just, kind of random action. Okay. So once okay, what are the activities, the projects, and the hires needed to be prioritized to get there, then it is prioritizing those actions and prioritizing them consistently in your calendar and in your schedule. Okay, so that leads into time blocking. So for me, every week I tend to get away from my desk. I'll do it even in the living room, or I'll do it at a coffee shop, but I will go and have a weekly planning session with myself. I will, identify, I'll do some reflection on the past week, so I know what wins I can account for and where we can get better. I'll also re-highlight and realign with what my goals are, my vision, and then I will selectively choose what are the key priorities to focus on to continue moving the business towards that vision and those goals. Okay. And then I actually put them in the calendar to do. Okay. Maybe it's putting in time to focus on a higher end premium suite, premium service suite. And if you guys are interested in learning more about that, I'm going to give you guys this doc, and there's a link here to talk to me. But this is exactly what we help with is how to package premium services so you can work with fewer clients and make more revenue. Okay. Shameless plug. Okay. And what else? So I actually put those into the calendar. So I'll have a time block when I'm energetically at my highest point, or I tried to do that. And really focus on what are the key needle moving tasks. So documenting for us right now, it's content, it's moving ads forward, it's improving client success, right? We have a nice client success workshop that I've got plugged into the calendar for today. Okay. So actually using your calendar is, you have a general ledger for your finances. Your calendar is the general ledger for your time. So use it accordingly. Yes, I know interruptions can happen, and but your calendar can be malleable and you can move things around. So it's not like set in stone, but it's really been super powerful in allowing me to focus on what's been important to grow and actually tackling those things. So identify what those priorities are and get them in your calendar. Okay. Another thing that we do is CEO time and deep work blocks. So CEO time is, I meet with myself for 15 minutes a day. I do it at the end of the day. You can do it whenever, but I actually meet with myself and I reflect on wins, and I make sure I have my schedule ironed out for the day ahead. Okay. And what priorities I'm tackling. That's pretty much all that I do in a simple 15-minute block. And that just allows me to sharpen my axe. So I show up knowing exactly what I'm doing, and I'm not getting, going in just kind of unpredictably into my day the next day. Okay. That's been super, super helpful. I also note my progress there too. It's kind of like a mini weekly planning session. And then with the biggest priorities to focus on, do a deep work session. And that's where you really, turn off any distractions that you think can come up. Turn off your phone, keep it in the other room, turn off notifications, unplug from Wi-Fi if you need to get something done. But really get into the mind there, into your mind. So that way, you really hit that, what's that word? I'm the get into yeah, I guess the zone, right? I know there's a word for it, guys. I'm blocking on it, but you get into that zone and you can move things forward much faster, right? But when you have distractions, it's really going to slow you down and cause interruptions, and that's how your day kind of gets wrecked. So this is a skill set that is in my mind is draining extremely fast now. Actually being able to focus and think critically, but especially like just being able to focus on things. I think the invention of reels and short-term content has really limited our attention spans more than ever. So if you can get good at focusing and get good at prioritizing, you're going to be ahead of the vast majority of business owners out there that are kind of being moved and swayed by other things going on in life and business and being reactive, right? This allows you to be proactive in your business and focus on needle moving tasks. And just to wrap this up, this isn't something for November. This isn't something for December. Like, remember, this is weight loss. Like, this is just like weight loss. We don't want to just do this when it's convenient. We want to get this habit ingrained into the business, even during busy seasons, so that you can continue to sustainably grow. Okay. And if you don't do that, it makes it's really hard when you have starts and stops in your business. Really, really difficult with that stuff. So that's all I have. If you want to talk more about what activities, what projects to focus on more to move to hit those business goals, or if you want to talk about what your vision is together and maybe helping to identify that, or if you want to work with fewer clients and land more premium deals, go ahead and book in with me. You'll talk to me directly. So schedule a call there. And outside of that, I think that's it for this one. I got to jump into another meeting, but I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.